An easy yes is a simple, honest, and very clear next step in your quote unquote sales process. It's designed specifically to take a client who is on the fence, kind of cautious, I'm not quite sure, I'm not ready to make that jump, and say, I'm not asking you to make a huge jump. I'm not looking for the full commit. I'm not saying we're getting married. You don't have to jump this far. All I'm saying is you got to do this right over here, that first small step. And having an easy yes is a very easy way of increasing your closing rates, getting more people having an honest, dollar-driven relationship with you, and ultimately getting more people wanting to buy what you have to sell. So how do you create an easy yes? Stay tuned, because here we go. Let's create an easy yes. Again, an easy yes is simply one easy next step for a client or customer that's really afraid and unsure about going the full commit, jumping that whole way, going over that death chasm or whatever that canyon in their head actually is, and instead we just want to take one simple next step. And in our agency, we're consistently using the easy yes to get somebody that's like, I'm not sure. We say, hey, just try it out. And before you know it, they're coming on board at a $2,000, $3,000, sometimes $8,000 or even $10,000 a month retainer. In fact, one of these easy yeses is lining us up for a $50,000 a month retainer. I'm not kidding, 5-0. How cool is that? So let's go ahead and start writing down some easy yeses that I know have worked in the past that we're using in our agency and ultimately moving forward. And yes, I have my little note sheet on the right-hand side, but let's get forward. Let's move forward. So look, one of the first easy yeses that we use universally is a 3-day trial. This is not hard, not challenging. And whether you're a solo agency owner where it's just you or you have a professionalized staff, bringing on a client for a 3-day trial does not cost a lot of time, effort, energy, and money. And in fact, as long as your 3-day trial has the right restrictions, guidance, and constraints, your 3-day trial can actually prove to be an easy way of saying, hey, actually, we're going to interview your business and make sure that you can take on the clients that we're going to send your way. It's a very interesting flip. For a 3-day trial, all you have to say is, hey, Mr. Johnson, look, I hear you loud and clear. The biggest reason you're not moving forward is you don't know if this is going to work and you're not willing to full commit. How about instead of fighting back and forth about the $2,000, $3,000, or even $10,000 a month retainer, we just work together for 3 days. I'll pay my team out of my own pocket to earn your business. All you have to do is provide the budget for X dollars. If I offered that to you, what would you say? Done. 3-day trial, and 9 times out of 10, if the number one reason a client is not moving forward is because they're afraid of something working with you or afraid of the full commit, a 3-day trial is an easy way of doing it. Next up, we have the 10-lead trial. Mr. Johnson, I hear you loud and clear. You don't know if these leads are any good. You don't know if these patients, these clients and customers are actually on a spectrum purchasing, and your biggest fear is that we're just gonna waste your time with a whole bunch of low quality stuff. I hear you loud and clear. How about instead of fighting over 1 or 2 or 3 leads and seeing if they're good enough, how about we give you a batch of 10? We'll work until we get those 10 up and running, and I won't charge you for a thing, but you gotta promise me this. If these 10 leads, or an acceptable percentage of them, are actually good enough clients and customers, you come on board for X dollars. What do you say? Done and done. Next up is a chat widget. We use this to close a 3-location deal, which is like really darn cool. The future client on the other end of the line was like, look, I don't know, we've done this a million times before. Other agencies have screwed me over. It's the standard other agency problem. I hear loud and clear. In fact, by the way, when that comes up, you don't want to say you're any better. You want to say you're different, because different tends to get more people into your world, and better just makes people say, I don't really know. An example of that, by the way, is P90X's muscle confusion. That's not better, that's different. Peloton, that's not better, that's different. It's a different thing altogether. And so with the chat widget, that was our different thing. So look, Mr. Johnson, I hear you loud and clear. I'm not asking you to go all the way in. How about we just see how many people are naturally visiting your website, and if those natural clients and customers can actually turn into paying clients and customers using our chat widget. We'll install the tool, we'll give you the scripts. In fact, we'll actually set up our CRM free of charge. I will pay my team out of my own pocket to do so, and then we can have a conversation in 2 weeks and take it from there. That's all you have to say. Not that hard, not that challenging, right? Here's another easy yes, a tracking number. Hey, Mr. Johnson, look, I know you're saying that your business is generating enough dollars and your biggest fear is bringing on low quality clients that are wasting your time. I hear you. Here's what we can do for you. And you tell me if this is something you're interested in. Maybe, just maybe, the biggest improvement into your business is not getting more leads. Maybe the biggest improvement into your business is simply having better sales training for your staff. If we prove to you beyond a shadow of a doubt that better sales training for your staff is the thing that needs to move the needle in your business, would you be interested in that? Awesome. Here's how our tracking program works. We're going to take a tracking number, purchase it, and make sure everything is compliant. We're then going to install that tracking number on your website, blank, blank, and blank, the other places. We're not going to run ads. We're not going to try to get you new clients and customers. We're going to see if your staff is actually sticking with the script, picking up the phone on time, and making sure they can do everything to make your current clients and customers happier, healthier, and paying you money. Would you be interested in that? Then you purchase a tracking number through any tracking number website, and then all of a sudden you've got 3 or 4 or 5 phone calls a day where you can listen in, take notes, and prove beyond a shadow of a doubt not only you are useful, but you're better and different than the other industries. So, tracking number, not too hard. Next up is customer research. Hey, Mr. Johnson, I hear you loud and clear. You don't even know if this campaign is going to work before it goes live because you've tried this before and so far nothing, right? I hear you. I don't want you to sign on for a $2,000, $3,000, or $5,000 a month program. I don't want that. Here's what I do want, and you tell me if you're interested in this. Instead of going the full commit and spending $3,000 with us, how about we run custom research to know if your current clients and customers exist, what they actually want to buy from you, and then we come back with a statistically significant event and overwhelming proof that there's interest and demand for what you have to sell. Would you be interested in that? Great. It does cost money, and it's $497, but we're going to run a custom research campaign to know if your Facebook ad campaign or lead generation campaign or whatever campaign you're calling this actually has demand and people want to buy what you have to sell. It costs $497 a month. It's a 2-week program. And if at the end of those 2 weeks, we prove beyond a shadow of doubt that people want to buy what we have to sell, well, I'll just credit you the difference for our full-time program. Not hard, not challenging. Next up is you can cold email their leads or CRM database. Cold emailing has an interesting function because the script from a good cold email applies not just to your future clients and customers, but their current clients and customers. And when we want to have a good time, we actually cold email their database. And a good cold email, by the way, simply says, hey, would you be interested in blank without blank? If so, reply yes. That's it. And all you have to do is find their best seller, your client's best seller, repackage it a little bit different, and send it out as a cold email to their database. You can use a simple tool like ActiveCampaign or MailChimp or whatever it is. It's their list. They have permission to send an email. And all you have to do is send an email saying like, hey, Alex, would you be interested in blank without blank? For a limited time, we're offering it to X number of people for X percentage off. If you're interested, reply yes, and we'll get in touch. Just do that. You'll generate them really fast wins, usually some money in the bank, and all of a sudden you built that trust and working relationship really darn fast. In the same vein and idea, you can do a reactivation text. A big old text message to everybody on their list. It doesn't have to be hard, challenging, or a hard sell. All you have to do with a reactivation text, otherwise called a wake-up campaign or a check-in text, is send a big text message saying, hey, this is Jeff over at Jeff's Bike Shop, just checking in, anything I can do for you. That script applies to almost every industry, is not salesy, not gross, not car salesman pushy. You're just doing a check-in text to all their clients and customers. And we found 9 times out of 10, you can generate 10 or 20 sales conversations, booked appointments with a prepay, or even a live transfer in less than 3 or 4 days, really darn fast. And then next up, finally, it's a Google review campaign. I don't care how many Google reviews your client has, they always need more. Either because they have to climb those rankings and 500 is better than 300, or one-star review can ruin everything. The more 5 stars they have, the better. So you can say, hey, Mr. Johnson, look, I hear you loud and clear. I have to put in some effort, energy to earn your business. I got to put my skin in the game. So here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm gonna run a 5-star Google review campaign for you to your current clients and customers, specifically the people that have not come in or bought in 30, 60, or 90 days. All you have to do is give me a list, and I will automatically send out a 5-step email that's once a day, every day for 5 days in a row, asking them to leave a 5-star Google review just for you. If for whatever reason you see these emails and you don't like them, we can make changes. But I'll tell you what, in the 30 campaigns I've done using these templates, nobody has ever made any changes. So if you're not comfortable going full in, full commit with our $2,000, $3,000, or even $10,000 a month program, why don't we just try each other out? Let's try the Google review campaign, and at the end of 2 weeks, we'll see if we want to do business. How about it? Again, the easy yeses are meant and built in a certain way to where you can take a client that's on the fence, I'm not sure, kind of cautious, and does not want to go the full commit, and instead say, look, you don't have to jump. All I'm saying is you have to dip your toe in the water, you can have a great time, and I'll make sure you're taken care of, and that's an easy yes. We've used easy yeses to get in the door with clients that have paid us $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $8,000, and even $10,000 a month. And like I mentioned before, we've gotten this easy yes that actually helped us get a $50,000 a month retainer. Sorry, I mean we're in the running for it. So that's it. See you later. Bye.